Welcome to Panthers TV with me, Sam Hurst. It's a double-header this weekend against the Cardiff Devils to complete our pre-season schedule. Now, coming up, we're going to be hearing from Jordan Kelsall, who during pre-season has had a stint in defence, but makes a return to his position as a forward. But let's start with head coach Danny Stewart and hear his thoughts ahead of the weekend.
Very tough game. Obviously, we scouted their last 3 games, 2 against Sheffield and Belfast, and 3 probably the early season favorites, and they were pretty well even matches for the most part in terms of performances and play and chances and stuff, and expect a really tough test for us, and I think it's really good for us. It's you want to see how you fare against the teams that are kind of predicted to be the best, and I think it's a good opportunity for us to showcase ourselves for sure.
6 games in pre-season is quite a long schedule, I think, for the Elite League in recent years. How happy have you been as a coach to get this many opportunities to see your team before the regular season starts?
Yeah, good. I think in terms of the amount of games, but also the amount of time, like having no midweek games and having full weeks of training, and certainly after week 1, sometimes that's kind of thrown together quite quickly. So to have 2-3 more weeks after that and get some more test matches involved and get these guys' legs up to speed and their lungs and execution as well, getting on the same page and try to find some chemistry, I think it's vital for sure going forward.
We talk about on ice, and we've seen the team on ice, but they've had some off ice moments together, team bonding. How crucial do you see that as a coach for your team to not just work with them on the ice, but see them together off it?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, it's you got to win in the room first, right, before you have any success on the ice. So, guys gotta respect each other. They got to get to know each other. They got to be willing to go through a wall for each other, and that's how you win. Words
just filtered through the training session on Friday. You lost Juice Boy. What's the damage? What are you gonna have to do?
Yeah, I got to buy some Krispy Kremes for the guys, but that's my rule. Tuesday morning when they come in, so it's going to be a pricey Tuesday. It's okay though. I can, kids can have Happy Meals for a week. So.
Oh, they can't feel too bad then, can they?
Yeah.
Just looking back at last weekend, how crucial was it to get those goals and to get that victory against the Foxes? There was so many positives to unpick. Did you feel the team, it just came at the right time for you?
Yeah, because I thought on Friday we played a really good hockey game, and we just struggled to find the back of the net, and Manchester defends well, got a really good goalie, made some really good saves, and to kind of get on the score sheet as often as we did, it's a good sign, and the scoring was spread out, throughout the lines, and to score 7 and some nice finishes as well, and I think if you're going to have success in this league, you can go execute, but at the end of the day, you need special plays at special times, and I think we certainly got that numerous times on the night.
I've heard you touch on this before, but in many ways, I think your 3 away games been quite perfect for you in the terms of Sheffield, the team, the example to beat and to be there. Cardiff as well, a very good team. Manchester, where I know it's a cliche, but it's so hard to go and they make it difficult. So are you pleased that your players have got that away in pre-season to know what to expect?
Yeah, the more we're tested and the more we're kind of pushed up the pace, I think it's huge for us. You don't want to have kind of half-paced games or meaningless games or easy games for that matter. And every one of our games have been tough competition or tough buildings to play in, and I think it's really good for us going forward, and will be beneficial for us in the long run.
Thanks, Danny.
Yep, thanks.
As you can see, the Panthers are building up to their 2 games this weekend against Cardiff. Saturday they are away in Wales, and Sunday they are at home at the Motor Point Arena in the Aladdin Cup. Face-off for that is going to be at 4 p.m, and if you haven't secured your seats yet, you can do so now by following the Panthers website at www.panthers.co.uk. Now, Davis Bunz is a new face to the roster this year, and we have followed him in a day in the life, so look out for that. But in the meantime, take a look at some of the bonus footage.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah!
I wish I could go. Really want to go for all the glory here.
Come on, honey bun.
The mic wasn't on, I'm scoring that. Just got to my head. What is it now? 30-30. He's up by 1.
That's it?
Yeah,
yeah, I'm going to go for the rebound today.
Oh no, Coop.
All that come for what, big boy? Where's he got? Tell that Mike who's the champ. Who's the champ? Me!
We let him win. We wanted him to feel good about himself. He had a tough day. Tough day, so we let Luca win. It's just good to do something for the community every now and then.
Now for a word from Nottingham-born Jordan Kelsall. He started the pre-season off playing in defence when the squad was short on bodies, but on Sunday returned to his position as a forward with Logan Nielsen and Adam Berg. And what a night it was for the trio.
It was good, yeah. It was nice to be back playing forward. Obviously starting the camp on D. We didn't get any practices together, but I thought we looked really strong and had some good chemistry during the game. So it was nice to be rewarded a little bit, and I thought everyone played, a really good game against vice versa.
Obviously showed what depth the team have to have the players of the calibre of you guys officially on the fourth line. You look down the roster and see that depth this year, don't you?
Definitely, especially now, Ollie and Tets are back in the lineup. I think we've got a really strong roster, from top to bottom, and I think we've got a good chance of, competing with any team we play against this season. The practices have been awesome to be able to have 4 solid blocks of players, and you're practicing against top quality guys every single day, so it only elevates your own game. And I think that was shown kind of last week in how we played at home.
It's been one of the longer pre-season campaigns in recent times with 6 matches, still got 2 to come, which we'll touch on shortly. How useful has that been?
It's good. It's good to get, I suppose the pre-season games under the belt, and then also the time with, a lot of new players that we have this season. But also, I think having the returning guys this year has been really critical, because, you can kind of integrate guys into the city a lot faster than sometimes when you can start, a complete new roster. So I think camp's been really good. It's been really worthwhile. There's some real good team chemistry, and hopefully we can put in 2 good performances this weekend and build on what we did last week.
I suppose as a player, it doesn't really matter who you face in pre-season as long as you're getting the minutes on the belt. But I just wonder how good it has been to have that different opposition to test yourselves against the young kids from college, and then against a German DL2 side. How good has it been to test yourself against different styles?
It's been good. I think playing different teams, every game doesn't give you an opportunity to kind of do that much work on them, because obviously we didn't really know what the German team were going to come in and play like and do. So that kind of makes you focus on, your own preparation, the team performance that, we wanted to put on the ice, and not really worry about the other team too much. So, that's the idea of pre-season too, right? It's get yourself ready, and I think so. Playing different teams, like you said, every night has been, really good and worthwhile, and hopefully we can do that moving forward.
I think we're all used to the fantastic support from the Panthers Nation by now, but again, how great was it to see the huge crowd in the opening game of the season? Another big crowd on Sunday with great noise, backed by the German fans who were great value. How great has it been? And also, I guess 2 questions in one here. Have the new guys, been talking much about what they've seen from the fans so far?
Yeah, it's been great. They were really impressed for the opening night when we had 5,500 here. A lot of them said they've never really seen that in the first pre-season game. Usually it's you playing your first game in an empty building, but obviously, credit to the Panthers fans coming out and watching us, kind of get our season going. And on Sunday again, it was fantastic. The noise in here was great, and it made a really good atmosphere, because obviously they brought their own crowd and were lively too. So yeah, like you said, it's been great, and hoping for the same this coming weekend, and also, you didn't mention it, but in Manchester there's quite a lot of fans there too, and in that small building they made a lot of noise, and I think that helped us play there. Obviously we didn't get the result we wanted, but having the support at home and on the road is crucial.
Cardiff Devils this weekend, it's only pre-season, but I've seen a few of their battles already, and you wouldn't tell it was pre-season. What sort of intensity and battle do you think from the Devils to expect this weekend?
I mean, they're always a really strong team, you know, a really big club in this league for sure, and I expect them to be, you know, competing again right at the top this season. We've done our own work on them, of course, and we're going to prepare the best we can for the, you know, the weekend's games. And I actually think we're always, you know, quite successful here at home against Cardiff. We have been in the past, and hopefully, you know, long may it continue.
Just a couple of questions to end. One on team spirit and team bonding. Correct me if I'm right. You had a bit of a team event on Thursday. I think it involved Lego. Can you tell me a bit more? Was there a competition or something? What went down?
Yeah, so we had like a team building afternoon where we were put into groups and kind of like a communication task. So we had to work together. You know, sitting back to back, building like Lego models, and just really, you know, getting to know one another on a kind of like a better, you know, deeper level, away from obviously the practice ice, and then we finished by a big group task and where we had to build this symmetrical model. Again, just working on communication stuff, and it was a really fun day. We went out for dinner after, and you know, it's great to just spend a lot of time with each other in these few, you know, first few early weeks. And you know, we've got a great team chemistry, like I said earlier, and I'm, you know, hopeful we can prove that to you all on the ice.
And just to expand on that, how crucial is that off-ice part? I mean, we see the on-ice bit, you know, you do the training, which is vitally important, but also is there a lot to be done for events like that to build the sort of relationships that will maybe help you deep down a stretch when you need that team togetherness? Yeah,
absolutely, you know, because ultimately things aren't always perfect on the ice and you have challenging times throughout the season, but if you have a great group, you know, a group bond, a group chemistry, you know, like we did last season too, it pulls you through those difficult times, and you know, when the good times come again, you know, everyone's having a great time, everyone loves being around each other, and it makes coming to the rink every day, you know, really easy. You know, there's nothing else we'd rather be doing, and when you have a great group of guys and a good, you know, team bond, it makes it so much more enjoyable and I think a lot more successful.
Brilliant. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
Well then, it's nearly time for the weekend. Tickets are still available for Sunday's game. All you have to do is follow the links on the website www.panthers.co.uk. We hope to see as many of you guys there as possible.